Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Amanda TV. Today I am pleased to be here with Jami Albright. Hi Jami!
Hey, how are you?
Oh my gosh, I'm so glad to have you on the show. You are so awesome.
Thank you. That's so nice of you to say.
Everybody loves you.
Oh. That was my evil plan all along.
Yeah, okay, well it's working. Your evil plan has worked. And listen, if you don't love her now, after this interview, you're definitely going to fall in love with her. And then when you read her book, you're going to fall in love with her even more. So
that is really nice. Thank you for saying so.
Oh, you're welcome, yeah. So why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
I am a mom and a wife, and I live in Houston, Texas. I'm a born and raised Texas girl, and grew up in a small town where my whole family still lives, and so I have a bit of a hick accent because of it, and never have quite been able to shake that, but I've just sort of embraced it now. It's like, whatever. I've been writing for about 7 years. 7 years, so yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So in, traditional Amanda TV fashion, we each have a hot drink. Well, mine's hot. Well, it's kind of lukewarm.
Mine's hot, yeah.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about your mug?
Well, this is my Outlander mug, and my favorite book is Outlander, and I do like the series, but it's nothing compared to the book series. But the first book in the Outlander series is my very favorite. And Jamie and Claire are actually very real to me, so
they're real people.
They're real people, and I love them. So, this is my mug, and I have Diet Coke because that's my drug of choice.
Oh, okay, I love it. I love it. I'm so glad. Well, I've got a I don't even know what this is, but it's got like director, producer, actress on it. I got this mug so many years ago because it's huge.
Yeah, I kind of like that.
Yeah, I got it because I see that you're also an actress and comedian, and I was. Yeah, I was too. So we have that in common. So I thought this would be good. Cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm just drinking a soy latte. I recently bought one of those on the stove espresso makers.
Oh wow, that's nice. Yeah.
I feel so cool when I use it.
Well, I do like coffee during the day, but when I'm at home, I tend not to drink coffee during the day because I like it a little too much.
Yeah.
If I have to buy it at Starbucks, then I tend to only drink one.
Right.
But if I make a pot of coffee, I will drink a pot of coffee in the day, and then that never works out for me very well at night.
It doesn't for me either. That's why I'm drinking decaf. I totally switched to decaf.
No, it's horrible.
It's like once you get to a certain age, your body can't handle caffeine the way you used to,
I need much longer to process that. Yeah.
Yes. So, so why don't you tell us a little bit about what you write? Tell us about your series.
I write romantic comedy, contemporary romance romantic comedy. I write the Brides on the Run series, so it's a series of runaway brides. The first is Running from a Rock Star. The second is Running with a Sweet Talker. Mm-hmm. The third is Running from the Law. And the fourth book will come out in a few months, and it is Running After a Heartbreaker.
Oh.
Yeah. And I think it's the last in the Bride series.
Yeah.
I may decide to do another one or two, but right now, there's only so many ways to run away from a wedding, and I've pretty much exhausted them all. And so
you say that now, but
who knows? I did read a Twitter thread, and there were some, just crazy wedding stories on there, and I was like, oh well, maybe I do need to write another book because
that's really cool.
Like this whole wedding thread, it was just insane. But so I might decide to. But right now, this is the last one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now I want to ask you, because I have a few weddings in my books too, and I love to read about weddings. I love weddings, but what is it about weddings that is so appealing to us?
I don't know. And all of mine end with a wedding because they start with the bride. Well, pretty much start with the bride running from a wedding. So
right.
They all the epilogue is always a wedding. I just think people love that. It's just that tying it up with a bow.
Yeah.
I mean, and you can usually get away with saying some gushier things, and you sort of see the characters as their true self. What is it? Wholeheartedness, I think is what Gwen, she wrote Romancing the Beats. What's her name? Just like me. But that's what she, like the end, that's what it calls, like, you're just wholehearted. They're in there, they fought the fight, and they've come through, and now they're together, and I just think we love that.
I know, we do. There's so much hope in a wedding. And marriage is hard. They don't tell you that in the book.
No, not at all. I mean, I always say, sometimes I'll write something and go, in the real world, that's the dumbest idea ever. But in romance land, that is amazing. Yeah.
We love it. Yeah. And we still want that.
In the third book, the grandfather, mortgages his house to get a loan for her to open this business that she has no experience in. And I thought, it was hard for me to write it because I'm like, that is the stupidest thing anybody can do. But just in the setting of the book, it works so well. Sense. It's perfect. So I'm like, oh, well, romance land it is. But that's where I wish I lived. Is
romance land. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's. Oh man! All right, you're making the wheels in my brain.
I know.
Romance land. Okay, all right. Okay, we'll talk about that later. All right. So your bio says you're an actress and comedian. So. Yeah. For me, that's how I got started into writing. Was I wanted to be an actress, and so I ended up taking screenwriting classes at the film school that I attended, and I got a lot of praise for it. And they were basically like, "You should do this," and so that's kind of how it just kind of snowballed into writing books eventually. So, for you, how has being an actress comedian influenced your writing?
I think I write really. This is me tooting my horn. I think I write really good dialogue. And I think that is a direct result of being an actress and a comedian because I understand timing and I understand the give and take between two people. And I'm not going to say all my dialogue is great, but especially my quippier, funnier dialogue is really funny because I knew the timing of that.
Right.
From being directed to act a certain way when you're giving dialogue like that, but also reading scripts because it is all dialogue.
Yeah.
So I think so. And then as far as the comedian part goes, I know how to tell a story. When I was doing comedy, it was all stories. It would, it would be this long rambling thing, and it would have multiple parts, but it was all one story. And so I understand that. I didn't know how to write. That was something that I had to be taught, but I did know how to tell a story. So.
Yeah. Well, yes, you do. You definitely know how to tell a story. I will attest to that.
my mother would tell you I know how to tell a story a little too well because it's gotten me in trouble before. But so.
Hey, all of us writers, we all tell stories.
A bunch of liars.
Yeah, exactly.
Which I love. That's kind of one of the things I love so much about writing.
It's just more interesting.
Yes, you can just write something and it's like, this is not true, but it feels so true. It's like it feels so real and right when you're writing something well or when you're reading something like the book I'm reading now. I'm like, I am all in on this book. Because it is so real and
you're living in it.
Yeah, you're living it. Yeah, that's what I love about, especially romance too.
That is the best. I know for me, there's a moment when I'm writing where it's almost like I'm reading. You know what I mean? I feel the same way. I feel like I'm just totally enraptured in my own story. And it's not like a toot your own horn thing. It's like, oh my gosh, my fingers are just typing. And
I'm
learning it with,
I think with the acting too, like when I write, I mean, I know people say I see it and then I write it, but it's like I live it and then I write it. And I think that's because just know, or having experience, I'm not going to say I always know how to do it, but having experience getting into character.
Yeah.
And I think that really helps me with writing, with kind of nailing down a character. I also think it's why I have trouble when I don't really know a character. And where other people might not struggle because they can go, well, I'm going to follow this line, the plot, and I'll figure out the character later. Yeah. I kind of have to know them to really dig into the story. Yeah. And I think, I think that's because I do kind of have to get into character.
Well, I definitely think that shows in your writing. You have really great, strong characters.
Oh, thank you. That's nice.
Yeah. But I think that's totally true. Like because whenever we watch shows of actors or actresses, they're always asking the director, like, what's my motivation? So it's like, I can't make my character do something if there's no real motivation to do
my
it.
My character would never say that. Yeah.
Right, yeah, you can't force it. You can't make them.
Exactly, and so...
But it makes more sense that way.
So it's a good thing and a bad thing, I think. It kind of works for me and against me a little bit with my books, in my writing process.
It works for you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
thank you.
Yeah, so that's true. Yeah, I never really thought about, like, all of that, how much, like, getting into character really helps you as a writer.
Yeah. And for other people, for other writers that weren't actors, they probably have the same exact process, but for me, I just relate it back to when I was acting, so...
Totally.
Yeah.
So. I'm with you, 100%, seriously.
It's so weird,
All right, so tell us about what you're working on now. You said that the fourth...
it's Running After a Heartbreaker. And so in book 2, we were introduced to Bo Callan. He is an up-and-coming country music singer. Oh. And so this is Bo's book. And Bo and then Haley, who we met in book 3. And so it's set in my little town of Zacksville, Texas, and which has kind of become this little mecca of famous people living in...
Yeah!
But the weird thing is, I was talking about this with friends yesterday, because we're all Texans, and it's just like an hour out of Austin, which really wouldn't be that uncommon, because there are a lot of famous people that live in and around Austin.
Right.
So, so I'm like, I'm just going with it. People that aren't from Texas probably wouldn't know that, but... It's my town, and that's what I'm going with. So,
you're representing your town.
So it's set in Zacksville, and pretty much the whole thing is in the town. There's one little section where they aren't there, but the first 2 were not. The first one was just in and out of the town. The second one just started in the town, and then it was a road trip, and the third one was completely in, and this one is too. And probably what I'm going to do is a spinoff of this series, just set with people in that town, in and around that town, and then I really kind of want to tie it to a beach town as well, so kind of going back and forth. So that's kind of what I'm doing. I mean, I've created these characters in this place, and I kind of feel like, why wouldn't I use it? And a lot of reviews say they love Zacksville and the people in it. So yeah.
It's so funny because, all right, I feel bad saying this, but I didn't realize that you were from Zacksville, and like, I don't know Texas. I didn't even know
that was a real place. Zacksville.
Oh, you're not.
No, I made that name up.
Oh, okay, so it is made up. Okay.
I'm from a town called Kaufman, which isn't a whole lot better, but now.
Okay.
I mean, in Texas, it is hard to come up with a name that is not already used.
Right. I know.
I came up with some crazy names, thinking, this won't be, and I would look it up, and it's a place in West Texas, and you're like, no, it's not. So I read a Nora Roberts book, and the name of the town was like Bradleyville or something like that. I'm like, that's not a real place. That is probably her son's name, and she did. And I was like, okay, I'm using my son's name. So,
okay. All right, so I had it right.
I don't think he's real happy about that, but I did ask him, so there you go.
I'm sure he's probably flattered.
He is. He's flattered.
I would be.
His friends love it. They love.
Oh yeah.
They love to kid him about it, but yeah.
Nashville, Texas. I love it. That's really cool.
Because it's just really hard. I mean, some crazy names I came up with, because one of my favorite names in Texas is Cut and Shoot. Texas, that's the name of the town, Cut and Shoot. And so I really kind of wanted to do something like that. But when I would put two names together or something, there would be a town.
Oh, that's so funny.
There's so many small towns here in Texas.
Yeah,
I mean,
so many, yeah. When you said Cut and Shoot, I was thinking Toot and Totem.
Yeah, no, that's a place somewhere else, isn't it?
Oh, that's in West Texas, for sure.
Yes, yeah. I think so.
They don't have Toot and Totems over there in Houston?
No.
Okay. I love it. Apparently...
I made up the name. Because, also, I didn't want to get in trouble with anybody, you know?
Yeah.
You know,
sure.
I'm sorry?
No, I mean, I understand, wanting to represent
all my characters are made up, of course, but a lot of what is said in my books has been said by people that I know. You know, growing up in my small town, either my family or me or, some people I know. So it's kind of like, I should probably make this as fictional as possible.
Yeah, let's throw in some fictional elements to throw everybody off, right?
Just save my family from embarrassment, but yeah.
I can understand.
That's funny. Good.
All right, so who are your books perfect for?
They are perfect for people who love romance and because all my stories, while they're funny, they are romances. I mean, there's a happily ever after. There are two people that they shouldn't be together, but they should, and then they come together, and it's always happily ever after. They're for people who like to laugh and who like their romance with a little spice, but also kind of sweet too. Sweet in that the characters and the stories are sweet, but I mean there's sex on the page in my book, and I have to go through and take out some cuss words sometimes because I've used too many because I like to cuss.
Me too.
They're not clean and wholesome books, but they do have a sweet theme. They're just happy books. I mean, they're just funny, happy books. Sometimes people say they cry a little bit, but that's the sweet aspect of it.
Yeah.
That things work out for people and they like it. Yeah.
Yeah. So where can readers?
That's who they're for. Yeah.
Awesome. So where can readers find you?
They can find me at www.jamialbright.com. On Facebook, Jami Albright Author. And yeah, that's who they can find me. I'm on Twitter. I'm never on Twitter, but I have a Twitter handle. I think it's Jami Albright 1. And then they can find me on Instagram too, Jami Albright Author.
All right.
Yeah.
So website,
do a little more with Instagram.
Instagram. I know. I'm the same with Twitter. I haven't posted. I don't even know when the last time I posted on
I'll respond to things, but I don't post. It's too much. It's like people yelling at me all the time, and I'm like, I can't do this. Yeah. But I like Instagram because I like looking at pictures. And
me too.
I don't know. It just seems a little more benign than even Facebook, because Facebook can get a little aggressive sometimes. But,
yeah. You can kind of stay in one train. That's why I like Pinterest. Same reason,
A little bit, exactly.
It's like, you're in this mode,
Yeah, exactly. Kind of zone.
Yeah, totally. All right. Well, Jami, thank you so much for joining me today.
You're welcome.
It was
Thanks
so
for
great having
me
you on the show.
Oh, you're welcome. Thanks for having me. I really appreciate it.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, that's it for today. So we will see you next time on Amanda TV.
Bye.
Bye.